in that case, then I'll have to use smooth stone brick, but that's okay. That's 4, isn't it? So let's put it one more so we can just safely walk all round. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. You want to shoot from there, don't you? And then if you can just start placing the iron blocks on the bottom, like I say, if you perhaps put 4 out in each in a you know, on the spirals first, and then just fill in between them. 2, 3, 4. As far as the torch, so. And we just got to fill in. I was thinking this is going to use up most of my iron, more or less all my iron supply. This, but this is actually the small bit. What's going to use up a lot of my iron supply is making all the pistons for the mob trap part.
And I am out.
Right, well, I'm going to go back up in a moment and get some more iron. That's the first layer. The next layer has got to come on to that size. To there. Let's go and get some more iron blocks. Oh, my precious iron. Ouch. Now come down and give
making
you...
this out of diamond.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I can't understand what, you know, what's the point really, because if you can do it out of any of the resources, why would you ever use... I mean, you can use diamond for decoration. I intend to use emerald blocks as decoration. I'm going to remove some of these corner ones and put emerald blocks in. Here you go. If you come on here, I'll give you a stack of iron. Last thing I want is to fall into the void with that.
Oh, you got that right.
Don't wall yourself in.
Just thinking about painting myself into a corner.
Yep. And then the second layer, of course, has got to be done to those corners. And that's it now. All we've got is the beacon block placing ceremony. And night is a good time to do it. We just eat.
Indeed.
So what are we going to call this base? What can we call this base? Beacon base.
There you
Go
go.
on, beacon base. Okay, I dub the beacon base. Yay! Oh!
Yay!
Hey!
Awesome.
Awesome, yeah. Now, the actual interesting part is, of course, I'm going to have a beacon. There's 5 powers you want out of it, so I'm going to have a beacon on each of these corners as well, which means I've got to extend out that pyramid by 1 block in every direction. But that's for another time. That's great.
Very good.
Put my iron back in the ender chest before I fall to my death and lose it all. Although I have to turn one block into ingots, aren't I?
Here you go.
Kindly. And thank you for your help.
Not at all.
Got 63 blocks of iron left out of that lot I did. So let's see, what power do we want on it? We get the regeneration power automatically. Do we want jump boost, resistance, haste, or speed? I don't know at the moment. Any of them are a bit dangerous. I don't want to be moving too fast. I don't want to cut out blocks quicker than I'm expecting.
Yeah, I'd be real worried about jumping. There's the Dwindon, just a moment. Alrighty, he said to say hey.
Hey, did it work, is it?
No, he was actually off, and he was talking about he was wanting to log in, but apparently they've been having high winds down there for the last 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
And he said, you know, you'll sit there and the power will be okay for 10-15 minutes, and then it'll blink on and off again as I guess the winds are blowing stuff against the power lines. So he said there really didn't seem to be much reason to log in if all it was going to do was cause them to log out every 5 minutes.
I don't understand that. I thought we were supposed to get the regeneration as well.
I'm getting it.
You're getting regeneration as well, are you?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I am too. It just didn't show it originally on my thing. It just showed the haze. Now it's showing them both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the beacon bit anyway. The rest of the base will gradually grow around. I'm going to take out all the... I mean, that doesn't matter to me. I mean, that looks like quite a big island in front of us, doesn't it? But then you turn left and look at that giant lump.
And look at the truly big one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna be a lot of fun excavation out here.
But I wonder if I've got it right. I wonder if I've got the distances right. Does the beacon effect come all the way to the ends of each? Block. So I should still get the beacon effect there. I do. If I move one block further,
Yeah.
it should count down and run out.
I'm still getting it here.
It does. Yeah, if you stand on the furthest block, you should still get it. If you move one behind it, it will count down and run out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Counting down. It's running out. It's gone away.
Good. Oh wow, I've actually managed to create it right.
Now I'm getting stink lines again. Yep.
Yeah.
Worked this way fine.
Oh, good. As you can see, I actually got onto that island the other night, the other day, and put a bit on it. I haven't got down below it yet, but I got on above it, which was really scary going past it when I was digging out, when I was laying the line to go past it.
I'm sure, man.
And actually, I think I've only, if I remember rightly, I've only done one lot of 64. I haven't done both lots of 64 going that way. I'm not sure. But yeah, and of course that up there is the height limit of the beacon's boost, where you can see where you know it disappears through that.
And then of course the foundation down below. Very cool. Any idea of what kind of plan you're going to have for it, or is it just going to kind of congeal?
A plan for what, the base?
Yeah.
Well, not really. I haven't got any set plan. Like I said, the two main things is that everything is all the living areas are going to be within the 81 by 81 cube. Of course, the mob spawning can go higher than that. That doesn't matter about being within the beacon's effect or anything. The mob spawning can go up to height level 126 or whatever.
Right.
Because I don't want to enter the next lot of chunks.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I understand it rightly, they've done the chunks wrong, really. Because they sort of like just patched on, they basically just pasted on the top layer of the world. So you've got like your 128 chunks below where that and the thing, and then they put the next 128 tops on top of it. So you've got two chunks stood one on top of the other instead of one chunk going all the way up. If I'm understanding it correctly.
That sounds right. Yeah.
So therefore, if you stay in the bottom 128 chunks and don't generate the ones above, the game doesn't have to check them for entities.
Right.
But if you put anything up there in there, then it will have to check it for entities. So instead of it means that it checks for mobs at a slower pace in a way. You know, it's generating them slow because it's got to check everywhere.
Right.
So it's like halving your mob spawning rates in a way. Even though it's giving you a lot more room for them to spawn, it's halving the rate. So, which of course out here in the Skylands is going to be an incredible rate anyway.
Yeah.
You know, it really does spawn mobs at any given chance. You know.
Yeah. Once it's all up and functional and all this area is cleared out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be quite interesting to see how quickly the mobs pour through here.
Yeah. But that's the two main plans for it, to have the beacon effects everywhere, and I will gradually get more beacons, and I'll put them all on this pyramid here, so until eventually you've got all the effects of the beacons on you.
Mm-hmm. And they'll all work off the same pyramid?
Well, they will work off the same blocks, but like I say, on these corners, I have to put new beacon blocks on these corners,
and then extend it out
and then extend it one out for each one
to make a pyramid. Okay.
Make the right size pyramid, yeah.
So it's essentially 5 overlapping pyramids.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly that, yeah. They can use the same blocks inside, you know, to make the pyramid or whatever. They don't have to be selected for that one.
Gotcha.
Beacon. But yeah, I'm happy with that. At least it's working so far then.
Yeah. It's turned out nicely.
I mean, when I'm building this, actually, I don't have to, if I'm that skinny with resources and I'm worried about using resources. None of the other pyramids have to be the full size. There only has to be this one to be full size to get the regeneration. Then if I want, say, resistance or jump boost, I've only got to build 2 layers of blocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but for visual and, you know, aesthetics, I would still build it to the full size, even though it's like an incredible waste of material in a way. I wouldn't be that skinny with my iron.
Right. And you're going to get a good deal of it just cleaning out all these little islands. Because I see patches of iron over there, I see patches of iron over there.
Yeah. And now that I've actually got down to the bottom, it's not that difficult to build along underneath one of these islands and come up.
Exactly.
But even so, it will still be quite difficult to take them down without losing huge amounts. Really would be difficult. But really, it's just a case of now that's something to just gradually pass time on. If I ever feel like a digging mood, I'll go and take a bit of an island down, you know.
Love the way that sounds. I'll just go take an island down.
Oh, take a patch of an island down. I mean, we've already started on this one behind us here, haven't we, on the right? Oh, 3:15 already.
Yep. It's that time I tried to take a nap as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of actually though with the beacon of I'm coming with you. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of sort of like building the
Hey,
main base on this level here that we're on now.
I think the lava dropped another block.
Looks like it's actually dropped a couple, yeah, because it was more or less right below, but that will take a long time. Well, that's actually worked now, is it? Spread it across.
So build the main level on this level.
Build the main level on this one, yeah, and where the actual beacon is, I want it sort of like hovering out in space, like you know, I always think of like, you know, the Star Wars sort of like thing in the middle, and then just have like a walkway connecting to it.
Yeah.
So you know,
Be very cool.
Hmm.
What is the little Queen's Chamber down there?
Oh, I was just playing around with designs for passageways.
Mm-hmm.
That I just working out how, if I build the passageway in sections, that is the size that it will take. Like in the hive, you know, how I've got the lights above
Sure.
going from one to another. That's the size of each little section,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see
and that's
that
big
now.
enough to have like a doorway in the centre without it looking offset.
Sure.
It's, you know, it's wide enough.
I see that now. Yeah, I mean the whole thing with the beam of light and the little, it looks, you know, from here you look across and it looks like those diagrams of the Great Pyramid showing all the little passageways inside of it after you take all the stone away.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose it does, doesn't it? It mentions on the wiki, of course, that light is a lot like the cap of the Luxor pyramid. You know,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
what's it called? The Las Vegas Hotel Luxor
Yeah,
pyramid.
the
You know,
Luxor.
and as I didn't know, which it says it's got the strongest beam of light in the world and can be seen from 275 miles away.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, Dwindon's gonna have to build at least a small one inside of his pyramid and fire it up through the roof.
Yeah. Yeah, because even if he just builds like a you know, a 9 block thing, you can see that from all the way over here. You're supposed to be able to see it in almost. I don't know whether you're supposed to be able to see it in an unloaded chunk or not. I don't know. I can't remember now. It said something weird about it, but no, it's gone now. So. Well, that's interesting. Is that within the 128 block limit then, where you can actually see it? Is it still loaded, or is it unloaded again?
It must have unloaded. So I could see it a moment ago.
Yeah.
There we go. There it went. Boom.
Hmm.
As soon as it loaded it back in, boom, there goes the beacon up through the air.
Well, that's good then. That's exactly what I want, because that means then that it does unload things once you get this distance away. So, when I'm in that base and we've got the actual perimeter dug out and cut out and everything, that means that nothing will be able to spawn that's not within that area.
Yep. Boom. And there it went as it unloaded.
Okay. Some
Alrighty,
glass
man.
in the ender chest.
I think I'm gonna camp out right here.
Yeah, by all means, park yourself there.